I'm Jennifer Luna, your social work career coach. And this month, I want to say Happy Social Work Month. This year's theme is The Time is Right for social work. And I'm wondering if the time is right for you. Did you know that there are lots of social work positions open? Social work is one of the fastest growing occupations in the country right now. We're crossing over into many different fields, many different industries. We've seen more positions in diversity and equity, sports and social work, and now we're even in libraries. So I want to make sure that you're ready to seize the opportunities that are going to be coming your way. So first, let's start with your resume. Everybody needs to have an updated resume in order to be prepared for any opportunity that comes to them. The best way to keep your resume updated is to have a strong professional summary and to keep track of all of the workshops that you've presented or gone to. Make sure that the words that you're using will confidently articulate the skills and accomplishments that you've had. And also make sure that you're keeping your LinkedIn profile up to date as well. Now, talking about LinkedIn, how's your headline look? Your headline is the words that are right underneath your profile picture on LinkedIn. The headline is not just for your title, but it's also for keywords that describe your skills or your knowledge areas. Basically, they're an index for the way people find you. So rather than having on your headline something like social work student, it would be much better to talk about what you're interested in. So perhaps you could say clinical social work, solution-focused therapy, school social work. Tell your audience what you're all about through your headline. And don't forget to have a very professional headshot and a nice cover photo. I always like to say that the cover photo on your LinkedIn page is like the outfit that you might be wearing to a networking opportunity. So you want to show up well dressed. Next is, have you invested time lately in your professional brand? For those of y'all that have heard some of my workshops and podcasts, I talk a lot about professional branding and why it's important to tell your social work story. Social workers already have a tough time with professional branding just based on our discipline and unfortunately the limited knowledge that society has about our discipline. And we can change that. We can get ahead of our professional brand. Make sure that you know about how you want to articulate defining moments in your career. These don't have to be big awards or degrees or things that you've received as social workers, but a defining moment could be helping a family with housing. It could be helping children get out of foster care. Make sure that you think about these defining moments and the skills and theme areas that have come to your knowledge about yourself as those things have happened. What have your peers or supervisors said about you? This is a great way also to define your brand. And also, how do you feel when you're in your element? I know for myself that although I've been in career development and coaching for almost 25 years, before I did this, I worked in a treatment center and I helped women and children in the residential center. And one of the best parts of my job was helping our clients with job search. And I helped them with resumes and I did career advising and even advised them on what to wear. And that was only about 5% of my job back then, but that was when I really felt like I was in my element. Went back to school, and all these years later, I'm still doing career development because I know that this is what I enjoy and what I want to do. So figure out those career moments that left an impression on you, and figure out how you can incorporate those into your professional brand. Also, you might think about increasing your professional identity and credibility by sharing your knowledge at a conference or speaking with social work students in a class, doing a guest lecture, or even writing an article. The New Social Worker is a great platform for writing about your experiences as a social worker. There's nothing better than us sharing our information with each other. It helps us to feel more confident about the knowledge that we have. It makes, and as readers or listeners of the information, it's always wonderful to hear real life experience from our colleagues. So invest some time in sharing your knowledge. Next, I would suggest that you visit and participate in social media platforms. There's groups on Facebook and LinkedIn, groups such as the Social Work Lounge Facebook group. LinkedIn, you could visit the New Social Worker page. NASW has a great group to join on LinkedIn, and there's hundreds of other organizations that are connected to our profession that serve as wonderful ways to get connected with your colleagues. Once you're connected, you can begin to share resources and also meet people from other organizations that might be able to help you in your career. Lastly, I always like to say that we as social workers need to raise each other up. And this might include nominating a colleague for an award. Social Work Month is a great time to nominate somebody for Social Worker of the Month, Student Social Worker, Social Work Pioneer, Public Service. And it's really great for the person that you've nominated to feel that validation and recognition. Also, on a smaller scale, you could even drop a note when a colleague helps you with something, leave a sticky note on their computer, write a positive review of an organization that you collaborate with often. Basically, just really trying to support all of us that are doing this work. And it feels good to be recognized, and it feels even better to recognize someone else. So thank you all so much for listening today. And remember that the time is right for social work and the time is right for you. Happy Social Work Month.